Going to a hair salon to get tape-in extensions can be extremely expensive, so I decided to DIY them at home, and I'm going to show you guys all how I did it. So if you want to learn how to do your own tape-ins, make sure you're subscribed and let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be installing some tape-ins and I'm so excited. So let's get right into it. So just for starters, just in case you don't know what tape-ins are hair extensions that are about 1 to 1.5 inch sections of hair that are pre-taped with medical grade glue, and that's basically how you apply it to your hair using the glue that is on the tape. The extensions should be applied by a professional, okay? I'm just stating that out there. I am a licensed cosmetologist, so they should be installed by a professional. But I want to tell you guys, just because they are licensed cosmetologists does not mean that they are specialized in tape-in hair extensions. I went to school for cosmetology and we did not learn about tape-in extensions. It's something that I had to learn on my own. So although I am a licensed cosmetologist, please make sure that you are consulting with somebody who specializes in hair extensions. They may be a little bit more knowledgeable than I am, as I am still learning, because I do want to provide this service in the future. So let's get right into it. The way that you should apply your tape-ins is you should apply your tape-ins 1/4 to 1/2 inch away from your scalp, which will allow you to have versatility and movement with your tape-ins. The last thing you want to do is place your tape-in directly onto your scalp, because then when you go to flip your tape-ins up to put it in a ponytail or whatever the case may be, you won't be able to do that, and essentially you will just be snapping your hair off and breaking your hair, and that's not what you want. You want to create as little tension as possible on your hair, so make sure you're applying your tape-ins about 1/4 to 1/2 inch away from your scalp. So as you can see here how I'm lifting it, I'm just making sure that it's not stuck on my scalp. And when I applied these tape-ins, I gently applied them. I did not like press down or do anything like that, just in case I needed to remove them, which I needed to do so many times, you guys. I needed to take off a tape, reapply it, put it in a different position. It was pulling my hair, all these things. So I really do see why they say you need a professional. So once I have my placement down packed, I'm gonna pull my tape-in up and I'm going to sandwich it with the next tape-in. So basically what you want to do is when you pull your tape-in up, you want to get rid of all the extra hair. Again, only about 1/4 to 1/2 inch hair should be stuck in between the sandwich, so you really don't need much hair at all. So once you do that, you want to skim off the extra hair that the tape did not pick up and then sandwich your next piece. A lot of people don't know, and even myself, I was not aware that you need 2 pieces of tape-ins for one section, if that makes sense. So it's not just 1 tape-in per section, you need 2 because you need to sandwich them. So once I sandwich my tape-in, I'm gonna go in with my pressing comb. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go in with my flat iron and I'm gonna flat iron it together. This step is optional. You do not have to do this. They also have a tape-in extension tool that you can use, but I didn't have one, so I just used the next best thing. So you see here how I just skimmed off that extra hair that the tape-in did not pick up. That's exactly what you wanna do, because you really only need a little bit of hair between your tape-ins. When you apply your tape-ins, you still wanna be able to see the tape through. You see how you can still see the tape throughout the hair, because that way when you add the second piece to sandwich it, the tape will grab onto each other. So you don't want there to be so much hair throughout the tape-in to where it doesn't want to stick, you know what I mean? And another thing, make sure you use a clarifying shampoo, and when you condition your hair with a clarifying conditioner, do not put it close to the scalp, because it is adhesive that you're using. You want your scalp and your hair to be as clean and oil-free as possible. So do not put any conditioner or anything close to your scalp, or any oils or anything like that, because your tape-ins will not last as long. So once I have my tape-ins done, I'm gonna go in and just straighten them. You could straighten them afterwards, you could leave them curly, whatever the case you feel comfortable with doing. But because I did silk press my hair, okay, I wanted, you know, my hair to be straight. I didn't want it to be curly. So I have my temperature on 410 degrees because this is deep curly hair. So I wanted it to get as straight as possible, and I was so pleased with this hair. It really did match my hair texture perfect. It matched my hair color perfect. I picked up the color 1B and I got 20 inches. Next time I think I'll probably get 16 to 18 inches because I did cut it. It was way too long for me. I was going for like a natural look. So next time I know, but I probably won't need any more hair for about a year because tape-ins are reusable. All you need to do is buy the medical grade tape so that way you can apply it to your tape-ins every time you reuse them. If you guys want a video on all of that, let me know. And in about 6 to 8 weeks when it's time to redo my tape-ins, I will film that process for you guys. So once you have your first sections of tape-ins, it's really repetitive at this point. You're gonna go in and take about 1/2 inch of a section and bring that down and then apply your second layer of tape-ins. Now there are multiple ways to do tape-ins. You can lift up 1/4 to 1/2 inch of hair and then place your tape in underneath and then sandwich your tape in on top. But I found that since I'm doing it on myself, it was easier to place the tape in on top first and then lift the hair up and put the sandwich on the bottom, because I was able to not have to part my hair in an additional step. I don't know why I'm stuttering. I'm so tired, y'all. But I was able to not have to part my hair in an additional step. So doing this really worked for me. But next time I think I'm gonna try the other way. So as you can see here, I'm literally picking the tape up, setting it down. I'm not pressing it down or anything like that until I know for sure that that is the placement that I want. And I'm just gonna continue to do that. It was so easy and so repetitive. Now I will say something that I really did struggle with, and something that I will note for next time, is when you are doing the front sections, you wanna do it, or even actually the whole head, you wanna do it in more of a diagonal back section versus just like a straight across section. So basically a diagonal back is you want it to be slanted going back towards the nape of your head. So that way, when you put your hair up in a ponytail, your tape-ins aren't just going straight across, because that's the problem that I'm having. I can still put my hair in a ponytail, but it's just like a very high ponytail if I do it, because the way that I put my tape-ins on the front, on both sides of my head, I put it to where my tape needs to go straight up or straight down in order for you to not see the tape-ins, which is fine. It's not a big deal, but that is something that I will note next time to do diagonal back sections. So I purchased 6 bundles of hair. The hair that I used is Raw Luxury by Lauren. I got the deep curly color 1B length 20 inches. I purchased 6 bundles and I actually ended up using 5 bundles. I ended up using 5 bundles and then like 3 or 4 pieces of tape from a 5th bundle. So each tape-in bundle comes with 20 pieces of tape, which means technically it's only 10 because you need 2 pieces of tape. I used about almost 100 tape-ins, if that, maybe about 85 to 90 tape-ins is how much I used on my head. I don't know if that is more or less than what, you know, people who specialize in this do, but that's what I do. So you see how the tape just easily just came off, it just fell off. That's what you want. So once I have it put where I specifically want it, then I'm gonna go in and press it in. That way when I lift it up like I'm doing right here, the tape already did the hard part for me. It already grabbed the extra hair. I didn't really need to do anything other than add the sandwich and clean up my part. So that's why I like to go ahead and like press it down deep in there and then just lift it up, because it pretty much does all the work for you. It's so simple. But yeah, I loved this hair from Raw Luxury by Lauren. This is not sponsored or anything. I paid all $600 with my own money, y'all. She did not sponsor me or anything, but I absolutely love this hair and I will be purchasing from her again. The hair quality is amazing. I am obsessed with my hair and I really think this is going to be my new hairstyle, and hopefully I can offer this service to my clients. But I wanted to test it on myself and make sure that I knew what I was doing first. So yeah, you know, with trial and error, and I'll probably change my method later on down the line, but it was so easy and so simple. It's just repetitive. I do highly recommend getting your hair done by a professional. I do not recommend trying this at home because it is very easy to pull your hair. I did pull my hair a few times, y'all, and it did not feel good. I highly recommend going to a professional, but okay, I know y'all came to me because y'all like, sis, I'm doing it myself. I'm not paying nobody. Okay, so I know y'all came to me for that. So since y'all came to me for that, I'm gonna tell y'all the best way to apply them on your own. I had 3 mirrors. I had 1 mirror in the front and 2 mirrors, 1 mirror on each side of me. And that really helped because I was able to see both sides of my head at one time. And you know, you're applying to the left side and the right side of your head. So you're really gonna need a lot of mirrors, a lot of patience, and really good lighting, okay? You wanna make sure that you have good lighting. So another thing that I wanna know is, you see how I'm pulling out the hair on the edges? That's what you wanna do. You don't wanna fill your tape in completely from end to end with hair. You want to kind of leave the ends empty of hair so that way you get a better sandwich. It's okay to have the hair in the middle, but I recommend leaving hair out on the sides so that way you have a better sandwich and you don't have any pulling or tugging when you want to put your hair in a ponytail. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna continue to do my hair, and I'm gonna let you guys watch me, and then I will come back once we are done so I can show you guys the versatility of this hairstyle. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when I put it in a ponytail. If you guys remember, in the video, I said that next time I will do my hair going in a diagonal back. So what that means is the way I parted my hair this time, I parted it like this. So this is how my tape ends are laid, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is how my tape ends. Actually, let me just show you. So the way that I parted my hair, one second. Okay, here we go. The way that I parted my hair, as you can see the tape end right here. I parted it going straight, which is just like this, right? So when I try to pull it into a ponytail, like a ponytail that's like going back this way, the tape end goes like this and leaves this bulk right here, and you can see it. So next time I know, instead of going straight up, I'm gonna do diagonal back sections like this. So the hair will still lay flat, but when you have a diagonal back section, the hair will lay like this. So when I pull it up in a ponytail, instead of the ponytail needing to go straight up, the ponytail will be able to be pulled back a little bit because of the way the section is laying. I don't know if that makes any sense, but do your parting, diagonal back parting, okay? Another thing to note is when you're doing your hair, you do not want to be brushing through your hair with a brush like this or a comb, because you are going to snag your tape in, okay? And potentially pull that whole tape in out with that strip of hair, because you have to remember that that strip of hair is only about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, not even 1/2, 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. So what that means is 1/4 is about this much hair, and then 1/2 inch is about that much hair. So you don't want to be pulling and tugging on them because the hair between is so thin. You want to make sure that you're not doing anything to cause any extra stress or tension on your tape-in. So a boar bristle brush is needed to do this hairstyle and to maintain it. So I'm gonna put my hair up in a ponytail so you guys can see. So you see how it lays flat like this, right? But if I wanted to pull it back going this way, you see all the ripples, you can see each and every tape in, because if I wanted my hair to go back right here. But that's the way that I did the parting, so I have no choice but to put my hair up into like a high bun, which is fine because it's still cute, but I just know for next time. So in January next month when I redo them, I won't have this problem. So basically I'm just gonna put my hair up into a high ponytail, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Perfect. So you see, nice and flat all the way around. And I can still give my ponytail a decent size back, but just not as far back as I would want it. And just comb it up. And here's the back. Everything just looks so freaking good. I'm gonna put this little scrunchie on it. So here is my hair in a bun. You can see it's very good, very versatile. It just looks so natural. You can't even tell that it is not my real hair. I absolutely love it. So I'm just like so obsessed. It came out so freaking good, especially for my first time. I learned a lot. So now I just know for next time what to do and what not to do. All right, you guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had so much fun filming this video. I even learned something while I was editing the footage, and I also learned something just by wearing it the past couple days. I can't wait to try this install again in about 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys along the process as well. But if you wanna see how I maintain my tape-ins, how I wash them, what does wash day look like for me with 4C hair, how do I get my hair back straight again, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram. That way you guys will be notified every single time I upload a video. Bye!
If you got it, it ain't a question. Oh, it ain't no room for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh.